Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about using a VPN to access PokerStars.com and which VPN is the best one to use. Now, if you try to access PokerStars from a country where the website is not available, then you probably got a message saying something like this, that after reviewing your location, access to the platform is prohibited. And if you go onto their website, you can see the full list of the areas where access to PokerStars is not allowed. And there are different categories here because in some places you're just not allowed to play for real money. Other places it's going to be for real, freemium, and play money. And then other places way down here, it's going to be for other categories, real money freemium or just freemium. So there are a few different categories here, and depending on where you live, you may only have access to certain options here. And this video is going to cover all of these different categories, but just something you should know: if you're going to use a VPN to play for real money, there is some risk involved, because when you want to withdraw that money, PokerStars may look for verification of your location. And if they see that you're not in the right place, then they may freeze that money, or worse, they may ban the account. So that's just something that you need to be aware of if you're playing for real money. If you're not playing for real money, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. So let's get into an example here. Let's say you were in the USA. So in the US, there's only 3 states where you can play PokerStars, and it's not going to be on the regular PokerStars.com website. It's going to be PokerStars.nj if you were in New Jersey, for example, something like that. But these are the only 3 states where you're going to be able to play PokerStars for real money: Michigan, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. So let's say right now you were in a different state. So let's say you wanted to access your account that you have set up in New Jersey, right? If you want to set up a new account, then this isn't really going to work, because you're going to need to provide verification of your identity and your location where you live. So you're going to need to provide documentation that you actually live in New Jersey. So let's say you already have an account set up in New Jersey and that you want to use. So all we would do is we'd go into ExpressVPN over here, let's say for demonstration, and we would go into the location bar right here, click on this, and we would just find the United States. It's in the recommended. We can also search for it. And then we go to this arrow here, we click on that, and we have more locations within the US. So we can just click on New Jersey right there and X that, click on the connect button, and that is it. We're good to go. Now we're connected up to servers in New Jersey. So now if I go back to my browser over here and I just search for PokerStars, click on that, it's going to automatically direct me to PokerStarsNJ.com. And now I'm going to be able to log in and access my New Jersey account. And the same would be true for any country over here. You can just go to the location bar, pick it out, and connect to it. Let's say I wanted to access PokerStars in Canada. We can just search here for Canada. Keep in mind that there is going to be a difference between PokerStars in Toronto, which is in the Ontario region, and Vancouver and Montreal. So it's always a good idea to make sure that you know the current regulations and what's going on with PokerStars in the country that you live in, because even within the same country, like you're seeing here with the US and Canada, there can be differences depending on your region. But we can just click on Montreal over here. We're going to click connect, and then if I would go back now to the website and I would just try to access PokerStars, it's going to take me over to PokerStars.com now, because now I'm connected up in Canada and I can access PokerStars.com. It doesn't say PokerStars New Jersey anymore, right? So that's how you would use a VPN to access PokerStars. Pretty simple. And using the VPN in this way makes it seem as if you're in the place that you're connected to. On top of that, a VPN will also secure and protect your data. It's going to hide everything that you do online. Not even the VPN themselves will know what you're doing, as long as that VPN has an audited no logs policy, which means that outside companies have verified and checked that the VPN really is keeping true to its word and it's not keeping any personal user information. And that brings me to the next topic here, which is what is the best VPN for accessing PokerStars. Now I have 3 picks for you, and they are my top recommendations. They are this one over here, ExpressVPN, this one here, NordVPN, and Surfshark. Right? And if you want to find out any more about these specifically, more in depth, I'll be sure to leave full in-depth reviews and some more useful links in the description below if you want to check that out. But just to briefly go over these 3, I've tested out many different VPNs, both paid and free options, and these consistently come out as the top VPNs. All 3 of them have that independently audited no logs policy, so you know they're not keeping any of your personal information, anything you do online. With these 3, even the VPN themselves doesn't know what you're doing. They all have a lot of different countries to choose from. ExpressVPN has 105 countries with 3,000 plus servers. NordVPN has 111 countries with 6,000 plus servers, and Surfshark has 100 countries with 3,000 servers. So with all three of them, you're getting a lot of options, a lot of places you can connect to, and all three of them will not only allow you to access PokerStars or other gambling and sports betting websites that are only available in a certain place, they'll also allow you to access streaming content such as Netflix or Disney Plus or Hulu that would only be available in a certain location. You can do that with these VPNs. Pretty much anything you would need that is limited to one place that you don't have access to, you can get that access with one of these VPNs. And my top #1 pick is this one right here, ExpressVPN. This is my personal favorite and the one that I use the most. It's very simple and easy to use. It has a very clean interface, but it's also just really good. A lot of what's happening with ExpressVPN is going on behind the scenes. Okay, you don't see it, but all of these different servers that you're connecting to are optimized for gaming, streaming, torrenting, and they also all have a built-in thing called obfuscation, which hides the fact that you're even using a VPN, making it harder for websites like PokerStars to even know that you're using a VPN. And all of that is already built in. You don't have to do anything. It's all there already for you. And personally, I like a VPN that I can just set it and forget it and it doesn't get in my way. I don't have to think about it too much. And that's why I personally love ExpressVPN. Another thing about them is that their customer support is really good. You can just go on their website and in the bottom right corner, there's going to be an option to chat with a representative, chat with one of the people on their support team, and they'll help you out. So it's really easy to talk to them. They're available 24/7. So that's another really nice thing about ExpressVPN. Now, my #2 pick would be NordVPN. And the main difference between NordVPN and Express is that Nord is for somebody who wants to have all the options and features at their fingertips. They would prefer not to have it run behind the scenes without their control. They want to have more control, more options. So you're going to have a map interface here. This is really nice. You can just pick which location you want to connect to. You just click on one of these. You have more specialty servers. So let's say, just an example, with ExpressVPN, all the servers are already optimized for torrenting. But with NordVPN, you have the option to choose P2P servers, and these specific ones are going to be the ones that are optimized for torrenting. You're also going to get some add-ons with NordVPN, like a mini antivirus over here, and you're going to be able to go and manage the settings in the app itself. By the way, this runs without the VPN. This is just an independent thing, because in a VPN, let's say like Express, you're going to be able to go into the options right here and you have advanced protection, and they do have some basic things like blocking trackers, blocking ads and malicious sites, but this is pretty basic and will only run when the VPN is connected. Whereas with NordVPN, this is going to go independent of the VPN and you're going to get more options with it. And this is kind of like a mini antivirus. So overall, with NordVPN, you get more features and more ability to customize the VPN how you like it. And there's a lot to go into with Nord, a little too much for this video. But like I said, if you want to get a full in-depth review, that'll be in the description for you below. And lastly, my #3 pick would be Surfshark. This is the best budget option out of these three. It's the cheapest. The premium plan for Surfshark is actually going to be cheaper than the basic plan for most other VPNs, but at the same time, you're getting a really high quality VPN with some really nice features. I wouldn't say it has as much features as Nord, and it's also not as easy to use as Express, but for the price, I would say that Surfshark is the best budget VPN available. So that's just a quick rundown of these three. If you're interested in trying any of them out, there will be some discount links for you in the description as well that will save you some extra money on them. So that's going to be all for this video, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day and I'll see you in the next one.